Oh my God, why can't I get it together? What's the word? What are the tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips? My guy, come on. Why do I feel nervous? Like, this is vlog, this is vlog 12. I'm behind the vlogs, guys, but life be happening. But I'm showing up, I'm still showing up. We're still here. For today's vlog, I want to talk about fasting. So I've gotten a couple questions about fasting and if I practice it, what do I think about it, and I thought I would make a video about the specific type of fasting that I do practice. The type of fasting that I practice personally and that I want to talk about in this video is intermittent fasting. If you're not familiar with intermittent fasting, it is an umbrella term for certain eating patterns that cycle between periods of eating and not eating or fasting. So in layman's terms, intermittent fasting is basically broken down into eating periods and fasting periods. There are different ways of going about intermittent fasting, and there are different methods that people practice when they are partaking in intermittent fasting. One method is 16-8 method, and that is where you fast for 16 hours of the day and you have an eating period of 8 hours of the day. So an example of the 16-8 method would be not eating at all in the morning and just eating between 12 and 8 p.m. or 1 and 9 p.m. or even 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. You get all your eating done then, and after 9 p.m., 8 p.m. or whenever your ending time, you won't eat again until the next 16 hours. This is one of the most common methods, and it's actually the method that I am practicing right now. I've tried a few different methods, but this is the one I'm really honing on right now. I'm practicing fasting all morning and then beginning my first meal at 12 p.m. The 5-2 method is when you eat normal for 5 days, and then for 2 days of the week you have a very low calorie eating day. So you eat between 500 to 600 calories. So that might be Monday through Friday you're eating regular, and then Saturday and Sunday you only eat 500 to 600 calories. But I don't really know if you would only want to eat 500 to 600 calories on Saturday and Sunday because it's Saturday and Sunday. But you can work it out to whatever fits your schedule and whatever fits your lifestyle. A third common method is the eat, stop, eat method. So that's when you eat for a day, your regular meals, and then you won't eat for 24 hours. So say on a Monday I ate regular all day, I finished my dinner at 8 p.m. I won't eat again until 8 p.m. the next day. So it's a whole 24-hour fast. Method number 4 for intermittent fasting is you can alternate days. So one day you eat regular, the next day you eat very low calorie, the next day you eat regular again, the next day you eat very low calorie. So it's like Monday regular, Tuesday very low cal, Wednesday regular, Thursday very low cal. You alternate days based on high calorie, low calorie, or normal calorie, low calorie. So why even fast? I'm so glad you asked because I have the answers to deliver. There are many benefits to fasting and intermittent fasting specifically. So one bodily internal benefit of intermittent fasting is the increase in human growth hormone and a decrease in insulin. When you're fasting, it allows your body to go through metabolic processes that it can't when it's digesting food. So it offers more hours and more specific hours and specific periods for your body to go through these metabolic phases. Also, when you are fasting, you have better access to your body fat. Intermittent fasting is really great for weight loss and sustained weight loss because you're burning off stored body fat rather than using the carbohydrates and fats from food to digest and provide the energy. You're using your body fat versus food fat, food calories. Another benefit of intermittent fasting is more mindfulness around your eating. Since you only have certain periods to eat, it allows you to think through what you're going to eat instead of just being like, oh, let me grab this. Since you know your certain periods, you know what you have to get in. You know you have to get in a certain amount of nutrients during that period of time. So it allows you to think through what the meals that you want to consume and the foods that you want to take while you can take them in. Another tidbit of mindfulness around intermittent fasting is that when you're not eating, you're forced to focus on other tasks and get other stuff done. You know, you're not consumed with the process of eating and the process of figuring out what to eat, you're able to focus in on what it is and the task that you're completing. And that is why I like to practice it in the morning. I like to fast during the morning so that I can just really focus on my work. I use the morning times to really get the chunk of my work done. I'm able to focus in and really dial in and figure that out. And then once 12 hits, that's when I know I can start eating again. Another tidbit and benefit of intermittent fasting is that it's really cost effective. If you're eating less, you can buy less and you can save more money for other things. So you're buying out less, and also for grocery shopping, you know you don't have to buy as much if you know you're only going to eat during a certain period of time, or if you're only going to eat on certain days, or if you're only going to eat so much on certain days. And it really allows you to think through and save money on the food that you're going to eat. So another huge benefit of intermittent fasting and fasting in general is the spiritual practice that fasting is. Oftentimes fasting is known to be with a religious practice, and that it allows you to connect with yourself, your higher power, and it's a time of just abstaining from food, and it makes you more aware of, again, what you're doing, how you're thinking, and even when you start to get hungry, like it allows you to go into a time of prayer, a time of meditation, to channel in that strength of that you can do it. You can overcome the hunger. Hunger is just a temporary thing. Fasting is just a temporary thing, and allows for just oneness and completeness in that moment. So even though there are great benefits of intermittent fasting and fasting in general, there are cautions around this way of eating and this practice. Intermittent fasting is not suggested for people who have previous eating disorders or current eating disorders, because it is a particular way of eating. It's not for someone who would become obsessive with it or become stressed over not eating during a certain period and eating during a certain period. So it is not suggested if you have a troubled relationship with food already. So you have to really know yourself if you want to get into intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is also not recommended for people who have serious health conditions. Get advisement from a medical professional before you begin this way of practicing, so that you know it won't conflict or it won't hurt your condition even further, but rather help. And I honestly think fasting would be beneficial to some, and I know it is beneficial to some health conditions, but you have to make sure that it's right for yours and okay for you. You also just have to know yourself and know like what times would be the best for you not to eat, and when it wouldn't stress you out. It should be a practice that allows you to feel fulfilled and not feel hungry or walk around pissed off that you're not eating. You know, it should be something that makes you feel better, makes you feel lighter, makes you feel more full, more alive. So you have to know yourself, and you have to know even if you should practice it even at all. Like it's not for everyone. So you don't have to feel bad if you're like not fasting or not, you know, you just have to know yourself and you have to know what works best for you. As I said before, the intermittent fasting practice that I am following is the 16-8 method. So I am fasting all during the morning, and then I'm having my eating period between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. every day. I'm really cracking down on my my practice of intermittent fasting because I kind of fell off. I kind of would fast for like 6-hour periods each day, but like I would end up eating super late and then wake up feeling kind of full sometimes. So I'm really cracking down back onto the 16-8 method because I believe that's the best method for me right now, and I'm really cracking down on my meals. I have a lower calorie intake this week just because I'm trying to drop a few more pounds. I'm feeling good. I think we're looking okay, right? Looking okay, but there's still a lot of work to be done in these next 2 weeks, but I'm excited. We're on the road. It's getting closer. It's getting closer and closer and closer. Let me know if you have any questions about fasting, if you have any experience with fasting. Hit me in the comments below. What have you gone through with fasting? What have you learned? What do you know? Let me know. Okay, so that's it for today's vlog. That was my tidbits, my little spiel about intermittent fasting. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, comments. Holla at me on the Snap, the IG, the YouTube, the Twitter. Hit me up here. We're on the road. I'll be back again tomorrow.